Nintendo Switch Online Super Nintendo games. The paid online service for the Switch has been a bit of a mixed bag. On one hand, the NES games and Tetris 99 are fun things that you might play once or twice, but the meat of the service is playing normal Switch games online, and that's been a disaster at times. The last example I can remember is Mario Maker 2's online service, which was almost unplayable at times due to the lag. If the service was free, it would be more forgivable. However, it costs $35 a year at most. And for that price, it should never happen. Now another year has come and gone. People will be ready to renew their yearly memberships to the service, and they have to wonder, is it worth it still? So Nintendo very wisely decided to add a new system's worth of games to its library of titles to play free with the service, and that is the Super Nintendo. I've always thought that Super Nintendo games were way more replayable than regular NES games. Maybe it's the fact the graphics were better, or maybe it's because they were just more fun. Whatever it may be, Super Nintendo games to me are a much bigger deal to get free with the service. They've added 20 to play right from the start, and in no order whatsoever: Kirby's Dream Course, Kirby's Dream Land 3, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, F-Zero, The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, Star Fox, Super Mario World, Stunt Race FX, Super Mario Kart, Breath of Fire, Super Metroid, Pilot Wings, Super Soccer, Super Tennis, Brawl Brothers, Demon Crest, Joe and Mac 2 Lost in the Tropics, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Puyo Puyo 2, and Super EDF Earth Defense Force. For the most part, these games are great. I've already reviewed some of them, but I have tried each one of them out for a few minutes at least. And I'm not going to go over all the games, I'm just going to talk about my experiences with the whole thing. As I've already done reviews on like Zelda, Super Mario World, and Super Metroid. So if you want to see my feelings on those, you can just check out my other videos. The biggest surprise I had playing this was Kirby's Dream Course. I just never heard of this. It was very strange and oddly fun. You play as Kirby, who's decided to turn itself into a golf ball. You have to kill the enemies around you to unlock the hole, and then you can finish the course. It was very challenging, but enjoyable. A good deal of these games I actually remember renting from Blockbuster back in the day. I remember playing Joe and Mac as well as Breath of Fire. There really wasn't any bad ones in this collection. It had a little bit of something for everyone. Sports games, platformers, action, shooters, RPGs. Whatever you might enjoy, you're going to find it here, in one form or another. They give you 4 save states for each game, and you can rewind the action at any point to change a decision you made. This came in handy in quite a few games. You could change the aspect ratio if you wanted a more truer version of how it was originally played as well. Nintendo Switch Online Super Nintendo games. There was some real classics in here, like Zelda and Super Mario World. They were still fun to play and aged very well, but some of the others haven't, like Super Mario Kart. It was sure nice to see how it started just to see what we have now, but man is it ugly to look at. Now the question is not, are these good titles? Like I mentioned, these are mostly classics. The question is this enough to renew your yearly membership? For me, I was going to renew it anyway. I paid for the family plan, so it's $35. But I actually got it on sale for $28, so that was nice. So do I think everything is worth getting for another year? I'm going to say yes. They're going to add more to this collection, so this group of games is only going to get bigger. Nintendo did say they're going to stop doing monthly drops, which just doesn't make any sense to me. But that's up to them. So if you love Super Nintendo games, this is a no-brainer. Yeah, it's worth the money. But if you don't really have any emotional feelings towards the Super Nintendo and you're like, I never played that before, it might be fun, and you're thinking, should I spend another $20 or $35 on this online service that isn't really good? It's still a very good deal. I mean, you get Tetris 99, you get Super Nintendo games, and NES games for free. And there's also other stuff they're probably going to drop throughout the year. So I do think with all those extras, the online service is probably worth it, but I still wish they would improve their online service.